guys, it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. For today's makeup tutorial, I created this New Year's Eve makeup tutorial, like glam makeup. This is very glam and my skin is very glittery and shimmery, which is, that wasn't what I was intending to do, but now that it's on and that I kind of see the overall look, I really do like it, and I think it fits the New Year theme like really appropriate. I don't know about you guys, but for the new year, like, I go all out. I dress in my fanciest clothes. I do my makeup as fancy as possible because I am a firm believer that how you spend the last day of the year is how you welcome in the new year. So on the last day of the year, I try to go all out. I try to wear new clothes. I just, I try a little bit more. If you want to see how I got this New Year's Eve inspired glam, then definitely go ahead and keep on watching. So I am going in with my moisturizer, and I think I'm just going to be doing like a quiet kind of get ready with me style video. I am listening to a podcast. I will leave it linked down below. And yeah, I think I'm just more like in the mood to like get ready rather than talk. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's do the voiceover today. Okay, let's get this party started. So I am starting off with the brows. I'm filling them in using the Lash Up and More brow pencil in the shade Cortadito, and I'm speeding through this because my brows literally take me forever. I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer, and I am priming my eyelids using a concealer. Any concealer works. And then I'm going to go into the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson palette. I am starting off with the shade Tanacon, and I'm going to put this in my crease, and this is going to be my transition shade. Then I'm going to take the shade Diet Root Beer. I'm going to put this a little bit lower in the crease just to add some more depth to the look and to start smoking things out. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Sleep Paralysis, which is a beautiful purpley tone shadow, shimmer shadow. It's gorgeous. And I'm pretty much placing this all over my entire lid, and I'm going to blend it up towards the crease just a little bit because I really want it to be nice and blown out. I'm going to take my previous blending brush and just smooth out those edges and make sure that that silver gray shade that we applied is really nice and blended in with the browns. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Diet Cola, and this silver is so stunning. I feel like this made the look. I'm putting this in the center using my finger. It's super nice and pigmented. I am obsessed. I'm taking the brush that I used with Sleep Paralysis, and I'm just pretty much just blending out the edges and making sure that everything just kind of fades together really nice and beautiful. I'm going in with this Pixie. This is a liquid glitter shadow. I don't really remember the name. I think it's Crystal, but I will have it linked down below. And I'm just applying this in the center for some extra sparkle. I'm going to clean everything up, and then we're going to go ahead and create a wing liner. I tried to do a wing liner using an eyeshadow, but because the glitter was a little chunky, it didn't come out quite right. So just take your favorite liquid liner and just give yourself a nice wing. And then I'm going back in and just adding a little bit more sparkle. So moving on to the skin, I'm going to start off by priming the skin. This is my Wonder Primer, and I really love this primer because it fills in all of my pores, but it also gives me the most beautiful radiant glow. Next, for foundation, I'm going to be mixing in two foundations. I'm first going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation, and I'm going to blend that out using a flat stippling brush. This one is from Morphe. I think it's the E56. And then I'm going to go in with my Dior Backstage Foundation in 3W and my Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to blend that right on top. And I just love the combination of these two foundations. They give me a really pretty glow. I'm going to go ahead and cream contour. I'm taking my KKW contour stick in dark, and I'm just going to contour the areas of my face that I want to look a little bit shorter, smaller, slimmer, if you get what I mean. So I am applying it around the forehead, in the hollows of the cheeks, nose, a little bit under my lower lip, and I'm also going to be doing the chin area and that little fat that we have on our neck, just to make sure that everything is nice and chiseled out. And of course, I'm taking just any blending brush, any fluffy brush, and I'm just buffing this into the skin. I believe this one is by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to be buffing that into the skin and blending everything out. I always like to go back in with my beauty sponge and just make sure that everything is nice and seamless and blended out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my nose. For the nose, I like to go in with a smaller brush. This one is by Luxie. I do have a foundation, cream contour, and highlight routine that I will leave linked down below because I did not go into too much depth about that. So I'm going to go ahead. I did conceal my under eyes, but again, watch my highlight and contour video because I do talk about that in that particular video in a lot more detail. But I did conceal my under eyes and I did add some highlight to like the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and the chin. And now I'm going to be setting everything using my Ben 9 Fair powder. So I am just pretty much setting wherever I applied that concealer, and now I'm going to go ahead and bake. So for baking, I have been loving my Dermablend loose setting powder. It is so good. It's so fine. It doesn't give me a white cast. I just love it. So I am just applying this under the eyes, on the sides of the nose, and also in the chin and below the contour, just to chisel everything out. I'm going to just set the contour area using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I hadn't used this in such a long time, so I brought it out for the video. I'm going to go ahead and dust off the powder that we have under the eyes using a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline using a black pencil. I don't know what happened to the clip of me applying eyeshadow in the lower lash line, but all I did was I took sleep paralysis and I smudged that under the lower lash line to mix it in with that black. And then I'm taking my liquid liner once again, and I'm just gonna line the inner portion of my eye to make me look like I have more of like a cat eye. I did apply blush. This is the blush by KKW and Mario, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and buff out that powder that we had under our chin, like under our contour. For highlight, I did use the Benefit Cosmetics Cookie Highlighter, and I'm applying that in the tops of the cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the arch of on the center of the brows, if that makes any sense, and a little bit on the chin. And let me tell you something, this highlight, I was not expecting it to be this intense. Looking back now, I wish I would have not added so much. As you can see here, I'm trying to like fix what I did because I think I applied a little bit too much. So learn from my mistake and use very, very little, because I ended up looking like a disco ball. Moving on to the lips, I am lining my lips using the Kylie Cosmetics and Coco Collection lip liner. I'm filling in the lips using my Too Faced Skinny Dipping and MAC Blankety, and mixing the two and applying it all over the lips. And then I'm going to finish off the lips using the KKW and Mario gloss. I'm going to do lashes, and I'll be right back. This is the completed look. I really love the way that it turned out. I didn't want it to be as like my skin. I didn't want my skin to be as shimmery as it is, but honestly, it's the new year. It's New Year's Eve. That is the point, right? So I'm actually really happy with the way that it turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your family and your friends. I want to wish you guys a very, very, very happy new year. 2020 is a clean slate, a new decade. Make this year the best year yet. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me this past year, this past couple years actually. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos, for continuing to support me, for being there for me. Every single like, every single comment, I appreciate it like you guys have no idea. I know not a lot of people get this whole YouTube social media community, but you guys do, and you love me for it. And I don't know, I'm really grateful for you guys, and this year is going to be amazing. This upcoming year is going to be amazing. So I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next year. That sounds so crazy to say. I love you, and yeah, see you in 2020. Mwah. Bye.